If you think AI agents are just for tech experts, then you could not be more wrong. Don't get left behind, the AI gold rush is here, but everyone's looking in the wrong direction. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal why AI agents are the real money printers of 2025. We're going to go through many different ways you can actually find trending AI agents and how do you actually make money from this booming industry. This is another video where you're probably going to want to take notes. I know I would, because a lot of this stuff in the last few months was completely new to me, and I'm trying my best to keep up with the pace of development because it's so rapid right now. Now, this is a beginner-friendly video. We're going to go right to the beginning and just talk about AI agents, exactly what the hell they even are, and why this is a big deal right now. Let's have a look first at 2024. What are the trends we've seen? Like meme coins on Google Trends here. You can search for it yourself, and you'll see that the trend has obvious peaks and troughs, but it's always uptrending. Even now, the interest is way higher than the peaks we saw back in March or even June with meme coins. But we saw a very important peak on around November 20th. And that's when a lot of the old school meme coins, the older ones, cat and dog coins, stuff like that, they all kind of pull back. Fine. But why is this important? Well, the trend is still up very much with meme coins. But have a look when you search for AI agents. This is crazy. Like, that chart tells you everything you need to know. People keep saying like AI agents have had their hype. What are you talking about? Like, the hype's only getting going now. Like, this is life-changing technology. Completely life-changing. Let me show you exactly why. This is my horrible picture of a brain and a body. The brains, when it comes to AI, those are the LLMs. For example, ChatGPT. For example, Claude, DeepSeek. All of these ones that you more than likely have played with already. ChatGPT is something where you can ask the AI a question, any normal question you'd usually do on Google search in the past, and it'll give you a very, very good answer, way better than what Google was doing before. It can even give you medical advice or find things for you or research things for you. Very useful. That's the brain. Now, what's an AI agent? It combines the brain with a body, with something that can actually take action on its thinking and its memory, and can do many, many different tasks, and can actually interact almost like you do with a keyboard and type things and click things and buy things and sell things. That's the agent. This is the next step in the evolution of AI. This is unbelievable that we're experiencing this in our lifetimes. Like, this is bigger than some of the developments in previous generations. This is kind of like industrial revolution, but on steroids. And the problem for all of us is this is all happening too quickly, too fast to keep up. And if you don't keep up with this, unfortunately, you're going to be like most people and you are going to legitimately be left behind. This is Hiro Onoda, one of the most famous Japanese soldiers who carried on fighting even after World War II was over. Many of them didn't even know. They retreated into jungles and stuff and just didn't have any contact with outside civilization. They had no idea the war was over. Some of them knew, but they refused to believe it or accept it. Right now in the world, there are many people who just don't know what's going on with AI or refuse to accept it or understand it. Don't be one of those. So how do you actually find AI agents? Well, the thing with AI agents, and this video is a really good example, is they can do tasks like I've just shown you. So this particular AI goes through your CV, matches jobs online and starts applying to them. So if we go through this video here, you can see the AI is actually moving around the cursor, clicking on buttons, researching things, applying for things, filling out your information. So literally what you would do on a computer. So I hope that's like 100% clear now. The AI agents, they literally log into your computer and they could do stuff like you do. So in theory then, when I'm trading meme coins, I can have an AI agent do that for me. Buy, sell the meme coins, set up the slippage, decide which ones to trade in. That's all coming too. And there are already many different AI agents that potentially could do that. But at the moment, their strategies aren't great. I'm not aware of any AI agent who's making amazing money trading meme coins. But it will come. And when it comes, it's game over for a lot of other things, to be honest with you, because if you own that AI agent, you're just printing money. But let's talk for a minute about how can you make money from this. So let's talk about a few different strategies. You can make your own agent and then you can sell that almost like SaaS software. You can actually sell that as a subscription and people can use it and maybe they find it useful. That's definitely an option there. You can make your agent or agent platform and you can tokenize it, which is what a lot of companies are doing right now. And that token in itself will have value and you could be a shareholder in that token. And you could have 5-10% of that token, or if anybody else creates an agent on your platform, you can take a share of that, or you can charge them some Solana or cryptocurrency to actually make that. You can invest in AI agents that have tokens already, which is what a lot of people, including myself, are doing. Now, you may have heard of VCs. In the early days of crypto especially, you had VCs invest in projects. So they will buy shares in this particular company or a particular token, and they would hold them for a period of time, and they could sell them later, and usually retail would come in much later, and they would make big multiples on their original investment. Understand now that for the AI agents around right now, you are the VC. This is you. It's an amazing situation where you, at home, on your keyboard or on your phone, you can invest in some of these tokens very early, almost like a VC would. And you could make money on them, and you can wait for the value to appreciate, and then you can sell them at any time. Because the good thing about meme coins or crypto coins is there's always liquidity. In any decent coin, there's always liquidity. So you can buy and sell anytime, 24/7, 24 hours a day. And there are tools here like Dex Screener where you have all of the different coins listed on all of the different blockchains. And you can buy and sell any of these. And you can see a lot of them have the word AI in them. And they have different market caps, and you can buy these and you can sell these. And like I said, very soon there'll be agents that will do all of that for you anyway, which is why you have to be learning more about this. Now, where do you find them? One site, I'll link these all below as well, is called cookie.fun. What this does is it ranks all of the different AI agent coins and AI agent platforms on here. And it gives you an idea of their mindshare, how much interest there is in that particular coin. The thing with mindshare is when a coin has more interest on social media and more attention, it tends to go up in value. More and more people hear about it, more and more people invest in it, and then eventually it gets to a peak, which I call it the hype cycle, and then the hype kind of dies off. Now, some coins, they separate themselves from this and they keep trending upwards, like Fartcoin, for example, which is still going very, very strong, despite many of the other AI coins losing a bit of interest. So for example, Goat here, which was worth over 1 billion before, has retraced quite a lot, and kind of hype cycle's probably over. Now, I said earlier, you don't need to be a dev or a tech expert to get involved with any of this and make money from any of this. At the moment, to actually make one of these agents or one of these platforms like this, Weifu, where you can actually launch your own AI agent, it's very difficult to make this if you have no developer experience. But we're getting very close to the point where just prompts and with just using AI, you could potentially do this. We're getting close. We're not quite there yet. We're getting close. So if you're already a developer and you have some experience and you have a small team perhaps, then this definitely could be a way to go. Because if I come here and I try and create a new agent, it will basically ask me to buy some Weifu tokens first of all, or to contribute some of my token to their treasury, something like that. That's a way that they actually monetize and create revenue. So this is very real, but difficult right now. The problem with this, by the way, is those people who are able to do this, are able to launch something basic like this, because it's not that difficult to launch a basic website, have some copywriting on it, and make it look like it's a really cool AI next best thing. It's not difficult to do. There are a lot of scam launches. So every day on Dex Screener, you'll see a lot of scam ones that run to 1, 2, 3 million and then completely die off. Probably because it's not a real AI project. And there's ways to actually check this if you're not a developer. And I'll give you a few tips right now. So on these, usually you'll get some sort of white paper, documentation. You might get a GitHub link as well. Analyze them yourself using AI. Don't do it yourself. For example, I use ChatGPT all the time and I ask it to analyze some of these projects for me. Now all I do is I just type in a link because I've prepared the prompt already and I've optimized it and stuff. I just link it in GitHub, or I link the documents, and it automatically creates this really nice table for me confirming scam potential, what the code's like, ease of replication, uniqueness, type of project, engagement, any shipping updates. Because remember, if it's a real project, they should be doing regular updates to the code, regular updates on their socials, regards to any changes, all of that stuff. And that's confirmed here too. And that's what I do. Another one here, this Mint AI thing that was launched today, and I think it reached a few million. Quickly updated it on here, and within a few seconds, ChatGPT spat all of this out. And there were many issues with this one. Now, remember, sometimes from the website, you don't get all of the links. So I would have to dig out all of the other links here. But sometimes they don't even share links because they don't have any, because it's not a real project. That's where you have to be very careful as an investor. There's a lot of this going on right now because AI agents are trending And it's normal with crypto tokens and meme coins. Like everybody will try and take advantage there. So you have to be very, very careful. So I suggest use AI for something like this. Another tip, again, if you've got more experience with meme coin trading. Now, another way you can do it, and again, definitely take notes on these parts, is this is a new coin that launched. It's called Snoo AI. And like I've just shown you, you can use AI, you can analyze some of the website and some of the other bits and bobs and see, is this a genuine project? Like, what the hell is this? And I mean, it doesn't look great, to be honest with you anyway, but look, it somehow ran to 3 million and then obviously dumped. Copy and paste the address, come to this tool, completely free Telegram bot, and I'll link it down below, and it's called Trench Radar Scanner. So the Telegram name is Trench Scanner Bot. I'll link it down below. Copy and paste it into here. And you can see on Snoo AI, bundles. So if you scroll a little bit further down, you can see here that there was sniping at this time slot. Basically what that means is early on, exactly at the same time, there were many wallets that bought a large amount of the supply, right? So basically 8 wallets here, they were fresh wallets, which means they were freshly funded. They've not really traded before, which is already obviously very suspicious. They bought 21% of the supply and they spent 11 Sol to buy that supply. And what they would have done was bought all of that supply very, very early on, let the price run up a bit and then sell everything. And very likely, if you look at top traders here, a lot of these would have been those wallets kind of combined. So you can see they potentially could have made a bit of money by bundling and doing this. But if you're not using the right tools, you're going to get caught out. So like I said, almost as a VC, as an investor or even a trader in meme coins, you have to do this kind of due diligence. Now, once you've done all of this due diligence, there are potentially some AI coins that could do very well. So what are you looking for with the ones that do well? In my opinion, this is it. So one of the ones that perform very well is SNAI, Swarm Node. So SNAI is the ticker. And again, I'm looking at it on deck screen. You can use any tool when it comes to trading meme coins for this. And the sweet spot with any of these AI coins to buy in, the really best place to buy in, ideally is 3 to 5 million if you can get in there. Or max below 10 million. That's the sweet spot. I see many coins there that are legitimate projects, run to 20 million, no problem. And then they pull back. That might be the top at 20. Doesn't matter because even that is a 3x or a 4x gain. Which means, let's say you put in 1K, 1,000 US dollars, you could turn it into 3 or 4,000, potentially. Now, if you leave it to run and the coin's doing very well and it actually touches 100 million, which is psychological level where you might want to take some profit anyway, then from 3 million, what have you done there? Minimum 30x. 1,000 turning into 30,000. Don't take my word for it. Scroll down here, look at top traders and see the multiples being made. Invested 2,000 turned into 300,000. Invested 24,000 turned into 300,000. Crazy returns. And these way you see the gaps. These are people who literally invested whilst it was still on pump fund, before it reached bonding, before it even got liquidity. And 6 figures. 6 figures. Like crazy. But this is just one AI coin. And there's AI coins like this launching all the time. Every week there's probably going to be 5 or 10 very strong ones like this. And there'll be many more, maybe up to 50 or 100 weaker ones that just run to 3 million or 10 million and then pull back. So much opportunity there. But that's where I think the best place is to make money on AI agents at the moment. It's literally using screening software. So cookie.fun is one of them, where you can screen on here. This is useful. Another one I use is sentient.market. I'll link it down below. This is useful as well because you can have a look at, for example, engagement. How much engagement some of these coins are getting on social media right now. The only problem with this is these are more established ones. But even here, if you scroll down, you can see some with market caps that are lower, like 10 to 15 million. So that some with potential there. And like I said, I think the real opportunity, especially if you're on a limited budget, you're newer to the space and you really want to make those multiples, the opportunity is not to mess about with anything over 50 million. It's to try and aim for stuff sub 10 million. Now, obviously, a lot of the sub 10 million one, they're not going to make it. They're not going to get to 100. But in terms of risk and reward, this is the best for you. And this is mainly where I aim to invest. Another way you can look for them is use CoinMarketCap. But on CoinMarketCap, click on categories. When you go to categories, you see they've made many new AI categories. So if you sort this by name, you'll see AI Big Data, AI Agent Launchpad, AI Agents, AI Memes, lots of AI stuff. Why? It's trending. Like that's what everybody's investing in right now. And if you click on AI Agents, for example, and what you can do here is, let's say, what's gone up in the last 1 hour, And you can see some of these have gone up 20%, 10%, etc. You can then look at these more on something like Dex Screener and research them more. Have a look, see what chain they're on at the moment, and see what the situation is. By the way, I have a comprehensive meme coin trading program. It's first link in description below. I've actually added a quite large section on AI agents for 2025. I share some of the codes and prompts I use there for how to actually analyze documentation when it comes to AI agents and AI platforms launching new coins. I go through a lot of the main ways AI agents actually monetize on there as well. And I show you as well, like how you can actually create your own agents. So if you want to learn about this in a lot more depth, you can check that out. But my preferred method for screening has always been Dex Screener, and it hasn't really changed. So for example, if I wanted to look for Solana coins that are AI agents, I would click on filters here. And what I would do is, if I want something newer, go up to anything. I put 35 hours here, which is fine. So maybe a day and a half, but I'd probably put a little bit more. So I'd probably put 2 days, 48 hours. And then here, market cap. I don't want to mess around with anything that's gone too high already. So let's put 15 million as a maximum market cap here. And then a minimum market cap. Anything under kind of like 300,000-400,000 is dead anyway. So minimum, we want to put like 300,000. Liquidity, don't need to put anything too high here. So we could just put something like 50,000. Leave a lot of other stuff blank. I just put transactions here, maybe 1,000. Again, just to rule out any kind of obvious scams. And leave it like that. Don't need to filter any more than that. On Dexes, just click on Radium, click Save, and then click Apply. And now look at where the volume's gone. So where most of the volume has gone in the last couple of days. And these are, most of them, going to be AI agents anyway, because that's what's trending at the moment. That's what people are launching right now. So for example, this one called Create. And this particular one, Create, you can see it ran really well actually. Ran all the way up to 20 million. Massive pullback now. And will it run again? Well, how will we know this? It's all dependent on whether this is a legit project. This is where it gets a little bit techy, but like I said, use AI to help you. It's going through the socials, going through the website, going through the documents in GitHub. Not you yourself. Ask AI to do it. And have they created anything incredible here? Or have they, is just basically like a chatbot, which you can easily create yourself using AI. So that's not anything new and unique and incredible. And those ones that are not unique and incredible, they're not going to make it. So move on to the next one and work your way through the list. And when you find one, like for example, this is another one called V1. You can see a lot of these I've been analyzing and reviewing, and this one's struggling as well at the moment. So very likely it's not a legit project or not anything that's creating anything new and revolutionary and amazing. And that's what you have to look for. And when you find them, you're investing in this region, 3 to 5 million typically region. And always buy on pullbacks. Never buy on breakouts with meme coins or green candles. Look for pullbacks. For example, 1 million is usually a very important bounce point. So if this is a legit project, this would be a good place that it might be able to bounce and run. The reason we get big pullbacks in anything, including meme coins, is always a lot of profit taken. But obviously, if more and more people realize that any particular project is not legit, it's just going to dump all the way back to zero. This is the problem you don't only have with meme coins, you have with any crypto coins. Like this is, even altcoins, unfortunately, is the same thing. That you're trading on a lot of hype, a lot of narrative, a lot of perception on what might happen or could happen in the future. The size of AI agents in terms of total tokens by market cap is 13 billion. Now, just to give you an idea or flavor, NFTs at their peak reached around 100 billion in market cap. So you can see we're a good way off there. A lot of the big tech companies, they're obviously talking a lot about AI agents at the moment. So people like Mark Zuckerberg, obviously Google have been talking about it, and others as well, including Jensen from NVIDIA. And they're all trying to get in on the act now as well. But the thing is, this is only going to further add fire and fuel to all of the hype. And just a reminder, keep an eye out for tools that will help you with this process. For example, Bubble Maps is another one I use. And you can see here, they've made a post about who actually owns a supply of some of these more well-known AI agents and AI coins. Just remember, even if large supplies are held by the team and stuff like that, sometimes it doesn't matter in terms of price. You'll still see price going higher if they're creating a lot of attention and buzz. If they keep shipping new updates and products, price is still going to go up. That's just the way it works, especially with crypto coins. Going to be sharing obviously a lot more content on meme coins, especially AI related. So make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you back very soon. Thanks for listening.